Hi there, my name is Wafflestheasianyenbear, and I am a very, very sick yenbear still. My cold that I had in Monday's video has gotten much worse, and I'm very, very much hoping that it is gone by Thursday. I just had to kind of go through a whole entire job interview today while sick, so I tried. I'm doing my best to, function normally as a human being, but my voice sounds terrible, so I'm sorry. It'll just be like this for this video. I wanted to get a video out for you guys on Wednesday. I didn't want to have that late, so hopefully you guys can deal with it, and hopefully it's not too big of an issue. But welcome. Today we are going to be having a Pokemon Sun and Moon Showdown battle in the RU tier using our Butterfree team that we built on Monday. And if you guys missed that upload, I recommend checking it out, at least the first couple minutes, so you can get a sort of glimpse on what we're bringing and what the Pokemon are and what their sets are and all that stuff, so that my plays and my reasoning make a little bit more sense to you guys. But that being said, looking at Trainer 227's team, it's actually a bit unusual. I cannot figure out what he's going to lead with. I think really the only plausible lead for me is maybe Ampharos to get a slow Volt Switch, but really he could lead with almost anything. Nothing really makes a whole lot of sense there. So I'm like, okay, well, he's got a Charizard, he's got a Bug type, and he's got another Flying type. I might as well just lead with Steelix, get my rocks up. If I have to take a big hit from the Heracross or the Gallade just to do that, it's fine. But he actually leads with Charizard, so I'm like, okay, I have Sturdy, I can take a hit, I'll live on one, and then I can kill it with Stone Edge, because Stone Edge completely OHKOs a Charizard with my investment. Obviously, it will, but it misses, because it wouldn't be Stone Edge if it didn't miss. So I realize I've got two switch-ins for this. I've got Arm Cannons and I've got Goodra. I can just go ahead and switch in easily, save Slate Wilson for some death fodder later on, or at least to be able to switch into some electric-type moves from the Ampharos. But here, I just fire off a Freeze Scald. He's got nothing on his team that resists Scald. Nothing at all. I do 31%. I don't get the burn, which is fine. But here, I'm like, okay, I'll go to Slate Wilson. Probably going to go for the electric move, which he does. And then here, I'm like, okay, I could stay in, kind of scout him a little bit, sack off Slate Wilson to try to get a little bit more information on this Ampharos, but I figure I could also go to Goodra on the Volt Switch, and then he'll bring in like Heracross or Gallade, and then I can sack off Goodra or Slate Wilson, and then I get a free switch into Butterfree on something that Butterfree has a favorable matchup with. So I go to Goodra here, and we find out he actually switches straight out, hard switches, which tells me right away he's choiced. He's definitely choiced, because he outsped me, as we saw, so he could have gone for any move that was not an electric move and killed Steelix. He could have gone for Volt Switch if he predicted a switch, but we see he hard switches out, so he's choiced, and we can keep that in mind for later. But I bring in Goodra on this. I go for the Sludge Bomb, try to bring it to a range where Draco Meteor will kill, which I know at 60% it will, just sort of general knowledge, but it misses, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just go to Blastoise then, and Scald again. My Goodra took damage unnecessarily, but, you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm fine to miss. And actually, it really is fine, though, because I've had a crazy amount of luck and bad luck against me in the past few games. When I'm going to pause it for a second to explain this, because then we don't get behind, but when I did the first version of the Team Builder, I sat there for a good 5 seconds and explained how Butterfree's Compound Eyes makes it so Sleep Powder has a 90% chance to hit, and then the very next battle I played after that, I missed 3 Sleep Powders in a row. That's a 2% chance on each Sleep Powder, so it's been that kind of luck for and against me, but I go for the Scald again. He just brings in the Ampharos, does 31%, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll sack off Goodra at this point. I'll just see what he goes for. Thunderbolt, whatever. If he goes for Thunderbolt, I live it. I can switch into Steelix. If he goes for something else, fine, Goodra takes it pretty well, and I can just kill with Draco. But he actually goes for Hidden Power Grass, and I would love to say I brought Dr. Goom in predicting it, but I absolutely didn't. So I went for the Sludge Bomb just to do general damage. The Charizard switches in, and I know I can kill it. I can live a Dragon Pulse, and I can kill it. And Gallade comes in, and here I think Trainer 227 made a misplay. I think if he had brought in Heracross here, Heracross has Moxie as one of its possibilities, I guess. And we'll see it has Moxie in this one. But if he had done that and forced me to kind of consider whether or not I should sack off Dr. Goom or leave it in, I think it would have been a little bit better for him. Because he brought in Glade, I see, okay, it's not Moxie. I don't want to switch anything in on a Glade. I'm just going to let Dr. Goom die. So that's what I do. I let Dr. Goom die, and here is a free chance to switch into Butterfree and go for Sleep Powder, except Noctowl comes in, and Noctowl has taken all sorts of crazy drugs to stay up through the night. I did not know that Noctowl had insomnia. I didn't bother looking, honestly, because it's a Noctowl, and I've used Noctowl maybe once in all of my time on YouTube, which has been like a year and a half now. And all of that time, I've used Noctowl maybe for one set of battles, and I just did not remember it had insomnia. So I Sleep Powder an insomnia Pokemon, and I'm like, well, okay, I gotta make up for this. Let me just sack off Slate Wilson. I'll get a free switch into Meloetta. I can Charge Beam on this, and then Psyshock should kill, because I do know Noctowl has very, very small physical defense. But here he makes a misplay, and he actually goes for Shadow Ball, kind of forgetting that I have normal typing as well. That's kind of the fun thing about Meloetta. I can bring it in on ghost types because most ghost types do not also carry like bug or dark coverage. But Heracross comes in, it forces me out. I'm like, alright, I'll sack off Arm Cannons here. We can try to see if it's Scarf, if it's Choice Banded, whatever, and if it's Moxie. And, oh wait, it's not Moxie. Okay, that was a different battle. I totally messed that up. But we see he's Life Orb, which means he's not Scarf, and that means Butterfree can come in and just freely Air Slash. I figure here, I think I do go for the Air Slash. Do I? Do I go for the Air Slash? No, I go for the Sleep Powder, which I guess was a misplay because he actually outsped me with the Heracross. So he could have stayed in and gone for like a Stone Edge or something, which would have brought me down to Sash. And I guess that's probably why I Sleep Powder there, because I knew that if he brought me down to Sash, I could still at least put him to sleep. But he wakes up, second turn, Toxics me, puts me on a timer, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine, because I know, no matter what, I can at least punch some holes in this team with Butterfree, and then clean up with Hitmonlee. Because Hitmonlee, still being back there, nothing on this team at all really deals with Hitmonlee once it's endured up. So I figure that's a secondary win condition, but if I can, I want to sweep with Butterfree, because I told you guys, if I have my way, Butterfree is sweeping every game. But he Toxics me, I just go ahead and put him back to sleep, and then I start going for damage. I don't want him to be wearing me down while I'm going for this. So I go ahead, I go for the Air Slash. It does kill Ampharos. The crit, I do not believe mattered because I'm at +2. And really, it was only 38%. I think it was fine. Here though, I think this one matters. Only insofar that it determines what I go for, and maybe Ondino would have lived another extra turn if not, because now I know Air Slash is going to kill from this range. It's just sort of instinct, I guess. But that's because of the crit, and I got all my health back. Toxic's gonna wear on me, deal 25%. So now I'm free to click Air Slash, and I know he can't switch anything in, which is great. Now I still outspeed his entire team. He brings in Glade. He could have Shadow Sneak, and again, that is fine because I have Hitmonlee. If he does have Shadow Sneak, he doesn't go for it. And now it's looking like I'm about to sleep with Butterfree. And it's just beautiful. Heracross goes down to the Air Slash. Butterfree, low fat, sweeping through four Pokemon on this team. Butterfree killed 4 Pokemon on this team. And it's just, this team is beautiful. I love this team so much because it took me forever to get you guys a full battle with a Butterfree sweep, because I wanted the first one to have a Butterfree sweep. Everyone, literally 90% of my battles in at least the point range I was at, because I had not played RU before this, 90% of my battles, when Butterfree starts sweeping, they just click forfeit. And I'm like, no, I don't need you to rage quit, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pile up the funny ones, I'm gonna put them up for a Sunday video. But that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We'll come back with this team on Friday. This is Wednesday that this is going up. So yeah, Friday. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I will try to remember to leave a pacement of the team, because I honestly do think once you get used to it, it's a pretty decent team. It took me like a good 15 losses before I started figuring out how to use it well. And now I'm kind of just been winning up and up and up. And it's been really good. But But outros are hard. My voice is still terrible, so you probably don't want to listen to it. And I hope you guys have a good day, good week, good life, and I hope to God I am not sick on Thursday. Now, goodbye.